And we're live.
Nice.
On the 8% Club every Friday at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, where we teach you how to close everything on the first call. Am I right? Am I right, DK?
So that's our topic today. And we want to hear from you guys. Give us a comment, give us a like, give us a follow. But we want to hear from you.
Or even a dislike.
A dislike if you'd like. Just put Cody's name by it. We want to hear from you. How many times should an agent sit down with a client before closing the sale? How to close the sale today.
Come on, man.
And
that's a good topic.
We're gonna disagree a little bit.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try to teach you, if you're one of those that you are knocking on Mrs. Brown's door for the 9th time this week, we're going to try to teach you how to leave Mrs. Brown alone, and she will love you for it, and we will try to help you out with that. So.
Yep. Now, and don't get this confused. What's up, Chris? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Dylan? What's up, everybody on YouTube? Don't get this confused between, hey, just because, let's roll sales closer, just because I say, hey, I believe that you can close the client on the first time, every time, doesn't mean that you don't want to follow up with your leads to get in front of them. Don't mistake, hey, I can close it now for, hey, I'm going to be lazy. Touch them once. I'm that 92%er that sucks. Touches them once. Guaranteed to fail when you put in that kind of effort.
Yeah.
That ain't a Ray effort.
No.
When you put up that kind of effort, you will fail. But...
don't get confused. We don't mean that you call them once and you're done. We're talking about you have got in the door. We may even work a little bit on how to get in the door, because to me, that is probably the hardest part. One of the reasons we always work so well together, Cody could get in a house, and once I was in the house, I was pretty good. One thing I wasn't good at and had to work on was getting in a house.
Like you're saying, if you say you're door knocking.
You're door knocking. You've got a lead.
That's the thing.
You're door knocking.
You're in front of, say you're door knocking a lead. You're in front of the lead. Do you allow them to say, hey, I don't have a lot of time? Mm-hmm. Excellent. I don't have a lot of time either.
Yeah.
Let's do this. I'm here. I'm going to drop off the information real quick. I'll be super fast. Should we sit at the couch or the table? Because you're in front of them. How hard? I mean, that's the number one thing that agents struggle with, is getting in front of people. So when you're in front of someone, stay in front of them. Go for it. There's a lot of people that will door knock to schedule future appointments. Yeah. That is the dumbest thing you can ever do.
Because think about this. A great way to get rid of somebody, and I do this a lot, is, hey, Mr. Keithley, we want to talk to you about your DirecTV service. We think you're paying too much. And I'll say, you know what, I'm very interested. Could you call me back Tuesday? I put a note on my phone. Do not answer the phone on Tuesday, because they are going to call back on Tuesday.
You just told them, man.
That's how I got out of it, right? Once you have somebody either on the phone or you are in front of them, latch on like a leech, man, and do not let go until they have given you their Herbie Hancock.
You're welcome, Jerry. Also, Tony, we lose credibility every time we have contact with them. Dude, totally agree. I think they lose faith and confidence in us as a salesperson. Yeah. If I've got to see someone multiple times, eventually I'm like, I'll find somebody better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because okay, so we'll use real estate for example.
Okay.
If you've got someone that can't, say you're a real estate agent, say you're watching real estate agents, say that if you can't close someone on you being the agent to sell their house on the first call, then what makes you think that you can
It's not going to get better the second time.
What makes me think you can sell it?
Yeah, you can't sell yourself. You're not going to sell my house.
When you show it.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't sell me on listing it. What makes me think that you can sell me on showing it?
So let's do this. Let's do a little role playing. I love role playing. We're at the door. How do you get in my house? You've got a lead.
So you're Dallas.
I'm Dallas, yes.
Dallas, how are you?
Doing well, man. How you doing?
Hey, I'm Cody. Hey, the reason I'm right here at your front door, I'm getting back to you about the new final expense information that you requested.
That's good. Can you you've got it just to give to me?
I do, absolutely, and we're going to go over that. I'm the local field underwriter. I've got to give it to you. That's just why I'm here. Can I come in for a quick second?
It's not a good time. My wife's in the tub, and it's just not a good time.
Absolutely, I get it. Since I'm already out here, and since we're face to face, dude, you got an awesome place. You're being super nice. I feel like while I'm here, let me do this. I don't have a lot of time. Let me take 60 seconds, 2 minutes to go over it real quick. I can take you off my list, and I'll be on my way.
Okay, let's just do it right here.
We can do that if you prefer. That's great. Always agree. It's easier if we sit at the table. Can we do that real quick? Can we just sit beside the table? You may wipe off my shoes. You may take off my shoes. How do you want me to?
My wife's going to kill me if you come in the
You know
house.
what? She can be mad at me. I'll make sure she's not mad at you. Let's get in there and so we can get this information to you.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that was like 17 objections.
Yeah.
People give up
you'll
too
get
easy.
those. We've had dogs.
Those are real life calls.
We've had dogs. Remember the one with the gate, that the dog came through the gate and the guy was pretty upset? We sold him, though.
Yeah.
Listen, getting in the
We've
door,
had people
to me,
meet
that's
us
your
at the
biggest
end
thing.
of the driveway.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, dude, you ain't coming in here today.
Yeah.
Dude, hey, this ain't your story to write, bro. This is mine.
Yeah.
And I'm coming in.
A couple things that I saw there. Number one, there was never, anytime, the first thing I think you got to conquer is rudeness. And I'm that way a little bit. Since I've got into sales, I try not to be as much.
Yeah.
Because I realize everybody's trying to make a living.
Right.
But when you knock on a door, you will get that here, especially in Southwest Missouri. You'll get that, come on in, you know.
Yeah.
And then you walk in and they realize it's not who they thought it was. But I think the biggest thing is you got to overcome that rudeness. And I think the enthusiasm and just the niceness will conquer a lot of things.
Completely. You got to have a pitch.
Yeah.
It's got to be a, hey, you got to know them. John, what's up, buddy? How are
Yeah.
you, man? And then it's the enthusiasm, and it's the enthusiasm, the intro. I'll even take a step back sometimes when I initially say that, just to gain some trust. Hey, they're a normal human being. They're nice.
Yeah.
And then there's the pitch. But just wait. The objection's coming. But if you notice something, a lot of agents will talk their way around getting in, and they'll say things that are halfway aggressive. And
Yep.
what I mean by that is, and when you do that, you show that you don't believe enough that you're going to get in. They sense that, and they think, oh, he doesn't really believe he's going to get in today, so I can talk him out of it. What I mean by halfway aggressive is, if I said, you know, I don't have a lot of time, but I really need to get this. I would like to get this to you if that's okay. If you know, if that's not too much trouble.
Yeah. Not, I have to. I would.
Not
if it's
I'm
not too much
freaking.
trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're
It's a
saying.
halfway aggressive approach. The prospects feel it. You don't believe it. If you're not sold more than they are on you coming in, dude, it ain't happening. And you're going to listen to objections. You're not going to get in the door. You're going to hate yourself later.
Yeah.
They're going to end up passing away without insurance because you don't know how to handle objections.
Well, and another thing to go even further, if you are rude back to them, you are done. I mean, Cody is aggressive, and we're aggressive, but I'm
Yeah.
never rude.
No,
Don't be
no.
a smart aleck.
It's
Nobody
not gonna
wants a
get you
smart aleck.
anywhere.
It's not going to get you. Oh, you're busy. Like I'm not busy. You know, you're done.
Or I'm not interested. How do you know you're not interested, Dallas? I haven't freaking
Yeah.
told you anything yet.
Yeah, that's when I'm introducing him to my friend Glock. You know.
Why is that? Why do people? Why is that a natural response by human beings?
Well, we, as human beings, we feed off of each other.
Yeah.
So if you're mean to me, I'm going to be mean to you. If you're aggressive and happy and excited, all right, then I want to hear what this young man has to say. You've got to be, especially in our industry, you talked about real estate agents.
Yeah.
How many real estate agents are in Springfield, Missouri? Like 28,000.
More than the population.
Matt's looking it up right now. It is. It's 28,000. Right here in the city of Springfield. What makes you different from the other 27,999 agents? Why are they going to let you in the house?
Because maybe you're more persistent and you're better at overcoming objections. You're going to get objections. That's the number one reason salespeople fail at anything. I don't care if you're selling toilet paper door to door. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're giving away toilet paper door to door. You're going to get objections. Even if it's free, you're going to get objections.
Why is it that the number one thing you think people want is toilet paper?
Yeah, it's a necessity.
I understand. No, I
It's a
get
necessity.
it. Yeah, all right. I get it. I get it. Okay, so now we're in the house.
Objections are always going to happen.
They are going to happen.
That's the number one reason why people fail is they don't know how to handle objections. When you get them, you like get offended.
Yeah.
You're not sold on the fact that you're going to overcome them. You give up after the first, second, third, or fourth try. You know,
Yeah, for sure.
Just keep pivoting around it. Keep going. You know,
Well,
like
the
you
three
gave me
steps to objections.
like 3 or 4 natural responses.
3 steps to objections. You acknowledge. Yes, I understand. You address it.
Yeah.
I'm busy too. I get it. We address it. And then you move on. Most people don't
Completely.
believe their own objections, really. It's just something we're trained to say. I don't have the money. What does every senior tell me? I'm on
Yeah.
a fixed income. Who isn't on a fixed income?
Completely.
You know, Yeah, I get it.
Everyone's technically on a fixed income because you shouldn't spend it all.
No.
Even if you're not on a fixed income.
Most do.
It could be fixed if you've overspent.
Yeah.
I don't care how much money you got.
It's just something we're trained to say. So, okay, now we're in the house.
Okay.
We sit down. We don't go through, we'll do the warm-up, then we're doing the presentation, all this stuff.
Right.
It comes time to close. And there are a lot of agents out there. And I will sometimes argue that sometimes there's a 2-appointment close.
Yeah.
Okay? Sometimes
the only
there's a
time you
2-appointment
can
close.
talk me into that is if it's a one-legged appointment. Then it's a little tougher.
One-legged appointment.
Other than
what
that,
you mean by that is the husband is there, but the wife isn't, or vice versa.
Other than that, there is no excuse for not closing on the first call ever.
Really? Ever?
Ever. I don't call anyone back. I've had a handful of sales out of thousands that were made on the appointment past the first one.
Yeah.
Because just like objections,
they're there to get you out of the house.
if you're sold on making the sale right then, the same as objections, if you're sold on overcoming that objection, getting in the house, getting the appointment, whatever, the same end on the close, you can't be aggressive on one end and not aggressive on the other. You've got to be sold on you.
And this is true. I can prove it to you guys. We were in a house. He already knows the house I'm thinking of. It was in Niangua, Missouri.
Yep.
Was where we were. And the lady, this was a big case.
It's over $300 a month final expense.
$300 a month final expense. The lady said, you know what, I really need to think about this. You know, I'll probably do it. I really need to think about it. Can you guys, she asked, and I think she was serious. Can you guys come back? This was like a Friday. Can you guys come back on Monday? And I was getting ready to say, what time would be good for you? We could sit down and do it. Cody said, we don't do callbacks. He said, I'm sorry, ma'am. You've got all the information here that you need. Nothing is going to change. There's nothing more that you're going to find out, or we don't do callbacks. So if you want to do it, we'd love to do it today. But if not, that's okay. And I am just kicking him under the table. I mean, I'm adding a bit of Terry under there. And the lady says, well, okay, let's do it. And I mean, that was pretty amazing. I still remember that. Amazing. I remember the lady.
Dude, that's straight off of we just did a video. DJ and I did a few days ago. Top three books for new insurance agents. The very first book I mentioned was The Art of Closing the Sale by Brian Tracy.
Yeah.
I learned that at 19 years old from that book. I can't take credit because Brian Tracy would find out.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Turning a 2-appointment sale into a 1-appointment sale, I think it involves a couple things. Number one, the way to take it to a 1-appointment sale is make sure you've done everything right in the 1-appointment sale. If they don't have all the information they need, that's your fault.
Completely.
If they don't feel comfortable with the price, if you haven't found out their budget, if you're on a one-legged appointment,
completely,
that's your fault too, because you should have known. You should have said on the either if you're setting up the appointment on the phone, hey, this is very important. I'm going to need you and Mrs. Brown to be there.
100%.
You need to make sure that's Now, if you're door knocking and it's one person, I get it, but for the most part, you can avoid 2-appointment closes by doing a better job in the first appointment.
I just shared this thing out. I need you guys to do the exact same thing. And also let me know, what's your opinion? First appointment close, does it take multiple appointments? Which is better? You have an opinion, you're sitting there.
Let's hear it.
You're sitting in your office, you're sitting in your car. Yeah. But we're going to talk about that in the second half. But first, I want to show you have questions about how to be great. You have it keeps you up at night that you're failing. Yeah. It bothers you. You want to leave a legacy. You want to be incredible. You want to dominate this industry. Check out what I got for you. If you're serious, you'll be there. Welcome back. 8% Club every Friday at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. Today we're talking about a hot topic, man.
We are. And you are going to find at the 8% Nation, you're going to find a bunch of guys that will not close you in two calls.
This is true.
Tim Story, Ray Lewis, a bunch of people that are going to show you.
And if they believe it takes more than one appointment,
yeah,
or one call, by the time we leave that conference, I'll change their
we'll
mind.
have changed their minds. Yeah. So okay, we've done the warm up, we've done all that. I want to give you some objections, and we talked about a few of them.
Okay.
And I want to give you objections as to why I won't use the one-legged one, because you said that is the one time that it's unacceptable. But
I still try, and I still believe I'm going to get it, but
yeah,
that's the toughest one.
That is the toughest one, because yeah, most couples do stuff together. So, okay, so we're sitting there. You know what, Cody? I like what you showed me.
Yeah.
I think we could afford it, but I just don't know. I tell you what I need to do.
Let me do this.
Okay.
Did you notice? Hang on. Before I respond, do you notice what happened?
Yeah.
He gave me all these things about how, because, dude, I never want to interrupt a prospect, but if they're about to say something stupid,
yeah,
I want to interrupt them.
And I had the stupid look on my face. I'm trying to think of objections, and your client will do that too.
Yeah.
They are not thinking about why they should. They're thinking about why they shouldn't, and they're running over everything.
And you're like, hey, it's been good information. We can afford it. But that's an erasure word for everything they just said, by the way. Mm-hmm. He's about to give me an objection. And so before he does, Dallas, let me jump in, buddy. Hey, you've been awesome. This has been a ton of fun. I can tell the information's important. Am I right?
Yeah.
You said to yourself it's something you can afford. Let's do this. Of these three, hypothetically,
okay,
say you weren't going to make a decision today. That's up to you. That's not up to me. Hypothetically, though, if you were going to do something like this in the future, which you probably will, am I right?
Yeah, probably.
Which of these three would you be more likely to do?
They always choose the middle one.
Come on, man.
Put your biggest one in the middle.
And then when they do,
yeah,
I'll say, you know what? Let's see if we can get you approved.
Okay, let's keep going. I like the 15,000. I think we would probably go with the 15,000. But I tell you what I want to do.
It would make you the most comfortable, though. Am I right?
It would. I've got a guy though. I've got a guy I go to church with. He's an insurance agent.
Yeah.
And I want to see if he can do this first. Can I talk to him? I
trust
him. Nothing against you.
Dude, I trust him
but I've
too.
known him forever.
I trust him too.
Can I talk to him and then get back with you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So would Monday be better? Can we sit down?
Let's do this. I know, well, if you knew, hypothetically, because I'm here right now and you're probably like, dude, I want to get this over with, right? Hypothetically, if you knew, because what I'm saying is, hey, this is the best option you're ever going to find on planet Earth. It's incredible. It's the best price. It's the best coverage. It's the best value. And, dude, you're getting the best agent in the country. And I think you can tell. Hypothetically, if you knew that he would never be able to beat what I'm offering, you wouldn't waste your time and meet with him, would you?
Probably not.
I can guarantee that what we're doing today is 100% correct. It's the right thing to do. But before we jump the gun, let's see if we can get you approved, because I can't give it to you unless you can get approved. So let's go through it's a short process. I'll ask you a couple quick questions. We'll see if we can get you approved, and then we'll go from there. Fair enough?
Well, this company that you're presenting, I've never heard of them. I would like to take the weekend.
You know why? And they're a good company. They have an A+ rating. They've been around 168 years. You know, they're the reason the general they're our favorite company.
See, like right now, I have blankety blank,
Yeah.
and I've seen their commercials. They had something with animals on here.
Well, and that's why our pricing is less, because we don't spend all those marketing dollars on commercials and everything else. So naturally, clients love doing business with them, whether they know them or not. I know them. I've delivered claim checks to widows, and I know they pay out. I know they say what they're going to do, and I trust my own family with this company. My dad owns this, so you can put your mind at ease. So let's see. Okay, so what's your full legal name?
Dallas Keithley.
Okay. Bon voyage.
Yeah.
Can I get an amen on video?
There we go.
That's a good example, though. Seriously, it's never easy. No sell is ever easy. If it's easy, I want to know why. Like, dude, if I give them options and they pick, I'm like,
yeah, hold on.
This wasn't hard enough.
These people are about to get declined. They've tried this before, and they're about to get declined.
Or they let everybody in or something. Yeah, they just say yes to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The toughest people to get in front of and the toughest people to sell will end up being your best clients for life.
Okay, so we've got the application. We're good to go now.
Yeah.
Now, one thing that I think is very important on a one appointment close, especially for seniors, and I'm not trying to be mean to anybody, but seniors and bald people will forget a lot of things, okay? So you really need, I just had a client call me. This is, I can play the voicemail for you if you want me to. I was in the truck getting some lunch. I had a client call me. She said, hey, Dallas, I just had somebody call me and say I need to drop off some information about Medicare. It may have been one of your people. We may need to talk.
Probably one of you agents buying our leads out there.
If you're in the Lake of the Ozarks area. No, but she said, this lady wanted to come by and drop off some information. And she said, you know what? I've got a guy named Dallas that gives me all my information about Medicare and Medicare supplements. I'm good. You need to train your client that you are their agent.
Yeah.
And that they can trust you from here on out, because they did let you in the door. They're probably going to let somebody else in the door.
No doubt.
How do you do that? How do you train them? Look, I'm your guy.
You obviously built a relationship with this lady.
About 12,000 phone calls, yeah.
That's all it is. It's a relationship.
Okay.
That other person could have lowered their price. They could have did it in less time. They could have gave them better coverage. The plan could have been better. Who knows, right?
There are some people, though, that have almost an illness of buying everything they see on television. They are moved by television commercials. We had a lady.
And you won't have those clients for life.
Well,
sell it and,
it's hard.
And move on and just keep selling.
We had a lady, this is no lie. How many policies did she have? The lady on a Saturday.
Woo!
Probably our biggest sell ever.
What was that? $515 a month, if I remember right?
$515 a month in final expense, but she was paying $800 a month.
Yeah, we gave her
she had
more
bought from
coverage,
every
less money.
game show host that has ever
She was 81.
advertised. Yeah.
More coverage, less money, like tens of thousands of dollars of cash back. She was at least 9, 10 policies.
9, 10 policies, because you've got to train your clients, hey, don't buy stuff off TV. Now, here's something great too. This lady has called me 3 times at least since we sold it. If she sees something on TV and she's interested in it, I told her, call me. I probably sell it. If you
or
really
I know
want it,
about it and I can
know
give
about
you
it and I can tell you why you should or shouldn't do it. Train your clients to remain your clients.
You're the expert. Be a resource. But have and build a relationship. If you're just now joining on Facebook, share this thing out, man. If you're on YouTube, please give a thumbs up and keep the comments and questions coming. One thing I want to touch on, though, this is something I really enjoy doing, and I don't know why. I don't know when it started or why it started. I've never been trained to do this. But if you notice, on 2 occasions since we've been on the show, I've used hypotheticals.
I love that word, hypothetical.
If
it's comfortable. It's hypothetical. I'm not doing it. Let's just talk about it.
It's not real.
Yeah, I like that.
That's one way. When you're on this end of the spectrum, they're on this end, and you're ready to meet in the middle. Use a hypothetical to get them to answer the question in your direction and to get them moving towards your finish line.
Yeah. And if you haven't read the book, The Art of Closing the Sale by Brian Tracy, get out there and get that. It will. I love Brian Tracy's line on the audio book. I was listening to it. He said, when I sold, I think he said he sold knives. And he said, I had the belief that every person in my neighborhood was going to call me back. And eventually I was going to be rich because everybody said, I will call you back. In 17 years, I've had maybe 3 people call me back and say, okay, I want to do this.
Very few.
Yeah, very few. You've got them. When you're in front of them, you got them. Hang on to it.
The number one reason people fail is they struggle to get in front of people, which is why when you get a chance to get in front of them, seal the deal. Before we go out and pump these people up with some Ray Lewis and some effort speech, give us some closing words on today on 1 appointment, 2 appointment, closing. We've given you live role playing, live objections.
Okay.
We've given you specific things that you can use. You've heard me randomly overcome stuff.
Here's the deal. The difference between a 1 appointment close and a 2 appointment close is this. You are in control. If you are in control of the meeting, you determine how many times you're going to be in that home. It's going to take you getting a little bit uncomfortable. You have to, it's not comfortable to ask someone to come into their home, especially after they've told you, I don't want you in my home. Get a little bit uncomfortable. get a little bit aggressive, go out and buy Brian Tracy's book about closing the deal, get a little bit uncomfortable, here's what I want you to do. Here's your homework for the week. Try one new closing line this week. Read it before you go out and say, okay, if it's, I'm sorry, ma'am, I don't do callbacks. You've got everything you need in front of you today to make a decision. I think it's the right thing for you. I believe you think it's the right thing. Why don't we go ahead and put this in place today? Go out and find 5 people to try that on, and it'll change your life.
It'll work all day, every day. 8% Club, what's up, Toby? We do this every single Friday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'm a believer that you can close on the first call and the first appointment 100% of the time.
I like it.
But if you don't believe it,
you won't achieve it.
Never be able to do it completely.
Absolutely.
8% Club, thanks for watching. Please share this thing out. Thumbs up, like, comment, question. Have an incredible weekend. Do something special to make next week the best week of your life. I look forward to seeing you guys at 8% Nation.
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
I think the guy's the best linebacker I've ever played against. I think he wants to challenge, to charge, and inspire, and encourage. That's what motivates him.
Hey, it's a man's game tonight now. You know that.
He's the most charismatic football player any of us have ever seen.
You name it in an NFL career, Ray Lewis has done it.
The defense stood up. That's the win championship.
We get one opportunity in life to lay your foundation and to make whatever mark you're going to make. Whatever legacy you're going to leave your legacy.
Figuring he has nothing to lose. McAllister coming down the sideline, and McAllister is going to go all the way. That's off the charts. Ray Lewis threw a block as well. That's 108 yards. Classic Ray Lewis. They need 2 for the first down with 37 to go. Oh, my, hit in the backfield is timing it perfectly. Who else but the many-time All-Pro Ray Lewis?
He has that strength, he has that athleticism, he has that speed, and he was flat out a tackling machine.
And here they come. Whedon gets rid of it in a...
I think the guy's the best linebacker I've ever played against. I think he wants to challenge, to charge, and inspire, and encourage. That's what motivates him.
Hey.